going to be my last rant of the day. But something I really love about being mixed race is the fact that I get to see multiple perspective and lens, and I'm able to bridge other people's lack of experience through my knowing of mixed race experience. Like, I just know, I'll give the example. Okay, so the other day I was with someone and they were giving this woman attitude and she was giving him attitude back, and there obviously was like chemistry between the two. Like, they obviously do not get along often. And after, the person was like, it's just her and her attitude and her racial group. And then, because I have experience with the attitude of particular people, many from different cultures, the attitude stems from certain things. So I was like, most likely she could be a single mama, her deadbeat baby daddy late on child support, her baby giving her attitude in the morning, and she's coming to work with not the best mood because, that's what she's coming from. So that's just my compassion. And not that it's any excuse to wear that at work and to take it out on people at work. You got to know when to leave home at home. But I just like to open people, like, just the fact that they said, oh, it's her race or racial group. And I'm just like, but you lack experience with that because you're not of that racial group, and you don't have those particular things to worry about ever. You don't got to worry about particular things that other racial groups have to deal with. Not even have to deal. Y'all don't got to deal with shit. All right? They have been stereotyped and programmed to accept and take on, That's a lot of racial groups. Every racial group has their little stereotypes that we love, some that we don't love. But hey, that's culture. That's every single culture. Every single culture got something to love, got something to hate. Not even hate, dislike. It's a spectrum. It's like, yeah, I like this, but I don't like this. But at the same time, let's go deeper. If there's things, which is what we're going through now with the times that we're in, people trying to jumble the minds, make it all about race, it's deeper than that. Why are these particular races being said to be a problem by other races? And it's like the same people saying the same things about the same races. It's like, no. This is something obviously programmed deep in the DNA that we need to get at here, because it's not the fact that one race is less superior and one is greater. That's actually not it, because every race has superiority within it. That's just a fact. Every race has its superiorities and its inferiorities. And this is where we come in to teach and learn from each other. Just being a mixed race person, I remember when I first started working at a club when I was really young. It was a go-go club in New York called Mermaids. So cute. Just fun. Anywho, this man, he was like Polish or something, and he asked what I was. And he said, oh, you have very strong blood. You'll probably live forever. I was like, what does that mean? Well, I didn't get it. And he was like, because you have parts from all over the world. I'm like, oh, wow, I never actually thought about that before. And that like really put a lot into perspective. The owner of the club was Greek as well. I don't know if that club is still open, but yeah, that was a time. We had a time last night. But anywho's, guys, stereotypes, programs of races. We expect a certain racial group to portray a certain way. And some of it's cute, some of it's fun, some of it's tired out, some of it's not even true, Some of it's over exaggerated, and every group and culture got this. This is something we need to understand. As a mixed race woman who has so much up inside of me, and I see it all, it makes me go crazy, y'all. Y'all want to know why I'm so damn crazy? It's because I have all of these bloodlines up in me, and they all trying to take over this body. And we all got to make it work. We all got to make it work, okay? We all have to make it work. And we all have to understand where people are coming from, because we're not always going to... We aren't going to be able to always understand where everyone's coming from. And that's just something. Until we do. We can work at it. I'm a very misunderstood person, so I get it. I've had to understand, like, whoa, I'm very misunderstood. And I understand this because I understand misunderstood people. So to understand the misunderstood, you have to learn how to read between the lines. You got to learn what is propaganda, what's being spoon-fed to you, what has been regurgitated timeline after timeline like a spell that isn't even true. We got to learn to deep dive where we're meant to, safely and respectfully, and have a little compassion. So you know what I told this person? I was like, to change y'all's interaction. He's like, at least she works the least. I'm like, bring her a rose. He's like, no, she'll think I want her. No, she'll just she'll be taken back at first, like, why is the giving me a rose? But then later it's gonna soak in. Roses just have that effect. You know, I'm always making the kind gestures, Venus. You know, my highest, I may be a Scorpio, but all my Vedic is Libra, y'all. I'm all about fairness and working together. And if we can't work it together, I gotta go. If it's not gonna be working together and even like a harmonious orchestra, I got to go. It's the orchestra working together. We shine at the times we're meant to, together, separate, but it's like a beautiful orchestra, and it's not chaos. It's beautifully organized, meaning everyone has their parts and pieces. No one is better than the other. In an orchestra, you have all of those instruments, and what makes it so profound and beautiful is not just one instrument. No, not just one section of instrument. No, it's not just percussion. It's not just woodwinds. No. We got a whole slew. We got strings. We got horns. Okay, we got bells. We got chimes. We got flutes of many kinds. We have all of this deliciousness to absorb and feast upon for hours. That's what the orchestra was. And that's why I miss, like, sorry y'all, but fuck a festival. I want an orchestra party where we're going that hard for a weekend of orchestra. Give me a festival of classical and I'm there. You know how good your body would feel with classical, and how like the things you'd come out of. All right, I gotta stop giving my juice. I gave a lot of juice and I will continue. So many good things coming, guys. Be compassionate. We're all in our own stages as well. Every culture as well as every individual. Every culture is moving through their own thing right now together, and it's our job to, one, not repeat the past in certain ways. Be as peaceful as we can be. Remove ourselves when we can't be. Violence is not the answer. Violence is not the answer. As hard as it is sometimes, coming to understanding and grounding, because we all occupy space here. It's an orchestra, like I said. We just got to find out when our cue is and what our cue point is, when our solo is. And then also learning to highlight another's piece when one is falling flat. Like, oh, that part of the music is really flat with just the flute, just that flute. We need to add some background in there. So we're going to add some trombone in the back. We're going to add some drum in the back, some chimes also to give it some background. You know, like a song, it's all coming together like a beautiful, beautiful orchestra. Every part, every piece needed, not one more important than the other. All of us working together. Love, 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 Leo season. Love, love, all together. Roses. Roses to your enemies. Roses to your enemies. How about that? Roses to your enemies. Because they need the most. They need the most prayers and the most love. Okay? You don't know what anyone is going through. If they're hating, they obviously ain't happy.